Hey, Racheli.
Hey guys, how you doing? So I know I was introduced as Rachel, but the truth is my name is Racheli, which if you're Jewish is really hard to pronounce without gathering enough phlegm for someone to drown in. You know, Racheli. But I like my name, you know, and all. I forgot his name, but the guy who was introducing us, you already talked a lot about names, but I'm just gonna continue on that path. I feel really, really bad for people with weird names. To give you an example, my friend went to high school with someone with the last name, you ready for this? Poonjastical. Let's say it again. Poonjastical. It sounds like an adjective. It's like, how was the movie? It was poonjastical. It sounds like a positive adjective, you know? But there are like people in Africa with names like, you know, which isn't so hard to pronounce. It's just, how do you yell that name? It's like, what do you do? What do you do in a hazardous situation? It's like, there's a bear trying to eat your family. That's when you come up with nicknames, you know, such as like Bob or Mo, you know, because that's actually how names like Bob and Mo got started, you know, stuff like that. Because then you could be like, damn it, Bob, you know, a lot easier that way. I'm in an a cappella group. I know what you're thinking. She can sing and she's funny. She's so talented, I know. But really though, I'm in an a cappella group and we went to perform at this high school. And we're walking in and these two tall, big high school guys, you know, walk up to us and they're like, "Are you guys the a cappella group?" And we're like, yeah. And they're like, "Fuck yeah." Is that normal? I'm probably an old lady, but the kids these days, the language. I mean, fucking has become an adjective for everything, and shit has become a noun for everything. Shit means poop. It means poop. When you say you have shit to do, you're saying you have poop to do. That's just what it means. So as you can gather, I don't like cursing very often. I think it has a place and a time, but I think there are some exceptions for cursing. Like, for example, my boyfriend lives in a house with 8 other guys, and they love playing this game called Halo on Xbox. Anyone here know what Halo is? Yeah. Any geeks here? Yeah? Well, Halo is basically a game where you run around killing people on the screen. Anyone you see, any guns you find, any hammers, swords, whatever, you kill them, okay? So needless to say, you get pretty, like, you know, worked up. So, while I don't curse very, on a regular basis, I'm sitting there and I'm in the Halo zone, I'm like, yes, suck it, bitch, I just assassinated you! Chips, please, you know? It's like totally normal. I love watching TV. I think my favorite part about watching TV is the infomercials. Who loves infomercials? Come on, we all know we love infomercials. But it's such an emotional roller coaster, you know, because you're all happy and you're watching your show and then a commercial comes on, you're like, oh, it's an infomercial, you know, and then you're like, oh, it's just, oh my god, I can blend it that fast. I need to buy one of those. It blends metal? I really need to buy one of those. But telemarketers, in my opinion, are way more annoying than infomercials because they're like up in your space, you know, and they're like invading your time and your dinner, and you know, you can't just turn them off like a TV. You know, you can hang up on them or shut a door in their face, but I just always feel bad doing that because I don't know them. I feel like it'd be a lot easier, you know, if like I knew them, because then I'd be like, go away, Jerry, you know. And Jerry might get mad, but it's Jerry. I mean, whatever, I'll get over it. I was flyering the other day for my a cappella group actually, and the table next to me had this bag of pretzels, and this squirrel runs across the sidewalk to go get those pretzels. So I go over, you know, shoo it away, and the squirrel's like, and I was like, whoa, the squirrels around here are crazy. Has anyone else noticed that? They're nuts. They're not afraid of anybody. They're like ghetto squirrels, okay? You walk up to them and they're like, what? This is my sidewalk. I'll kill you. They come into my apartment, they scratch through the screens, they come into my bathroom when I'm not there. One pooped in my toilet. You think this is part of my routine? It actually happened. It pooped in my toilet. It's more sophisticated than the other squirrels, so props. You know, all it needs to do now is learn how to flush, you know. So I'm a small person. If you can't, you know, if you haven't noticed, you know, me standing up here looking like I'm, you know, this big. But I don't mind if people make fun of me. Go for it. You know, they're entitled. I'm small. I understand. But what I don't like is when people say things that are just downright insulting and just think it's okay to say. For example, I met this woman once, and she goes, "Oh, honey, what grade are you in?" And I was like, looking at her, but she's talking to me like I'm 2, you know? And this was last year, and I was like, you know, I'm a junior in college. And she goes, "Oh, honey, that's so funny. I thought you were like 13. Screw you. That's so funny. How old are you? I thought you were like 80, 90, I don't know." She was like in her 40s or 50s. I understand maybe from her point of view, she wants to look 7 years younger, but I don't want to look 7 years younger. When you're 21, you're like just an adult, you know? You're like finally out of your teens, and then someone tells you you look like you're 13? Why on earth would she think that I wanted to hear that? Screw you, look like you're 90. Whatever. Speaking of things that piss me off while I'm on that topic, I hate when people say no offense before they say something completely obnoxious and offensive. It's like as if they think that these 2 words will take away the offense. You know, it's like, "No offense, you're just really ugly." Oh, none taken! Because I mean, you said no offense, so I totally not. Yes, offense. I do take offense at the fact that you said I'm ugly. I choose to take offense at that. Why would I not take offense at that? It just really pisses me off. Don't even say it in the first place. Say offense, and then I'll be prepared. You know? Then I'll be prepared. Speaking of games, as I was earlier, I love the game Bananagrams. I've like recently got into it. And I think it's a really fun game, and if you don't know what it is, you have a bunch of tiles in front of you, Scrabble tiles, and you make little words and stuff like that, and it's really fun until those people come along. You all know what people I'm talking about. Okay, anyone who plays games like this. Those are the people that put down 2- and 3-letter words that don't exist except to make yourself look like a pompous ass while playing a game like Scrabble. Or Bananagrams. And if you don't know what words, that's words like ba and do and bo. Those aren't even words. I don't know what those mean, and neither do they. And it's such a cheap move, and they know it, because the second they put a ba down, you're like, what? And they're like, "Oh, it's a soft, silvery, metallic element of the alkali earth group. Look it up." And you're like, fine, this is my word. Poonjastical. Awesome. Suck on that. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Oh shoot, I forgot the table.
Give it up one more time for Rachel.
No, I seriously forgot.